Yo, greetings, hello. This is Clarence. Okay, so I really wanted to talk about the idea about doing things ASAP. Okay, so wait, frick, is it going? Okay, cool. Okay, so what I mean by that, right? Excuse my allergies, whatever. Um, yeah, like literally do everything ASAP, right? Okay, so what do I mean by that? So I don't know. Something I want to share today is that like I don't know, for like weeks now, I've been sort of like procrastinating. Obviously, that's a very like common theme on like YouTube productivity or whatnot is like procrastinating. But like I don't know. I think like when you have like these sort of like smaller tasks, right? That you've been like holding off, like you're like, oh man, I have to like do that later, I have to do that later, and stuff like that. And like I hear about it all the time, but like this is a very real example of like why you shouldn't wait later because like by doing things faster, you actually like leave more time to sort of like think about things. You know what I mean? So like literally today, I asked my manager, right, like top of top, if I can go part time. And I don't know, like doing that, I was like, oh shoot, I just freed up a space in my head. Even if it's on like a to do list and everything on Notion and everything, right? It's really nice, like not having to think about the single bar that you're like, I don't know, that is like a main priority. And today I went to what is it, Walmart to get my shot. Like, oh, see y'all there. Yeah, to get my shot. I got freaking like four of these. I think COVID, freaking hepatitis. I don't freaking know. Flu shot and tetanus, I think. I don't know, dude. They freaking inject me with all diseases, right? I got an entire like I don't know, bubonic plague, everything. Jesus. But yeah, and then afterwards, I also what you call I have to do like a dental appointment, so I had to like call back somebody, and then I figured out, oh hey, it's just back in January and stuff like that. And so like I don't know, so I'm just knocking out all of these sort of tasks that I need to do, and then now I just feel free. And then like I was able to sort of like I don't know, also read my book. Was it $1 million Leads? And I don't know it. Then I found out like what's literally the problem that I've been having with talking to my my friends, and like sort of like asking them about like, oh hey, how would you like to work? How would it be if I could be in your service? You know what I mean? And so that was really what is it like to be in their service or like to how so I can work for them. And I don't know, it's like I'll save it for a different video, but like in short, it's like I don't know when you're kind of like asking them about like I don't know to like pitch them an offer and everything. It's kind of like awkward, I think, because like you're trying to sell them something and then like I don't know if they don't reply or like I don't know if it doesn't really make sense in their situation, like it kind of comes off awkward or like I don't know, I'm trying to be too pushy and everything. But like I don't know, getting like a exact like sort of like step by step sort of playbook about like how to actually engage with a friend of mine or like leads as you call them, and I don't know, it's more efficient. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's another thing by Alex Ramosi. If you haven't heard of this man, which you should totally actually like, subscribe to this man because I don't know, I don't know, I think he's amazing. Simplifies everything, but like I don't know, what I really love about one of the ideas that he has is that like it's sort of like it's the same thing that I'm trying to say in this video is like just literally do everything as fast as possible, or at least like prioritize the things that you need to do and everything. But like I don't know, the general idea is like do things ASAP, right? So a common example I really like to say is like I don't know, consider like the idea that like it takes 1 hour to do your homework and everything, right? But it's due 7 days from now or a week from now, right? Most people, right, will wait for the last minute to do it, and they I don't know. So like I don't know, you wait until last minute for the 7 days and everything, right? But like imagine if you took that time, right? The what's called other 6 days that you actually didn't do the work and everything, if you just like pushed it down to 1 day. You know what I mean? And so like I don't know, it only takes 1 hour, right? And so if you just like push it down into like I don't know the most earliest time period and everything, right? Then you've literally just 7x'd your productivity. And like hearing that, like that's so crazy. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like just to like cram everything down into like that thing. So basically, you could do like 7 more homeworks. You know what I mean? And like I don't know, the amount of scale that you can actually do is crazy. So like say that like for instance like the work that I did, like I don't know, there's 4 different tasks that 4 or 5, I don't know, I don't care. I think 4. If I like spread that across like I don't know, what is it, 4 days? You know what I mean? If I could just condense it down into 1 day, I've basically like 4x my productivity. So like I don't know, if you can find ways to sort of just like do everything as fast as possible, right? Relatively, then you could actually live in an entirely different world of just like being productive, right? Just like do things fast. So I don't know. In short, to do things fast, right? To be very productive is just to do things fast. That's all. I'm sure there's like I don't know the other little intricacies and everything, but like generally like mindset wise, like this is what you should do. Just like I don't know, do things fast, and that's all. But I don't know, that's all. All right, thank you. Meh.